Nick DiPaolo.
Fuck you, Delta. Lick my ass.
Dave Chappelle.
I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke.
Bill Burr.
Suck, buddy. You're a piece of shit.
Ricky Gervais.
The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy.
What do these comedians have in common? One, they're extremely funny.
Oh, it's true.
Two, they gives you about the woke.
That is also true.
But there was one person that I didn't mention who blamed the left for comedy going south.
Facts are starting to piss me off.
And got verbally attacked by Hamas over the summer.
It's true.
That one, Jerry Seinfeld.
Let's go, Jerry. Go.
I'm Jazz Berganzo on this, and now he decides to bend the knee.
No, God!
And walk it all back.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Gee, what a cuck.
What the fuck?
And it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. If you guys are feeling good today, of course, we go into the weekend. Comedians. Comedians in the age of woke have either done one or two things. Either A, they've bent the knee and they've held back as far as the jokes that they can do or cannot do because, of course, you know, the woke will get butthurt and offended and clutching pearls and whatnot. And then you have a small group who says, that noise, I'm going to do the shit that I've always done. Those, that would be Nick DiPaolo, Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Ricky Gervais, just to mention a few. Those are the comedians that in the last few years, especially if you watched their specials, have given 0 fucks about the woke, about the left. They don't give 2 fucks. Some are more political, like Nick DiPaolo. Others just want to roast and burn the place down, like Ricky Gervais and Dave Chappelle. But one particular comedian I didn't mention in this group, that would be the legend himself of Seinfeld, one Jerry Seinfeld. This same Jerry Seinfeld, who blamed the left for comedy going south, who threw the woke mob under the bus and ran them over in regards to how comedy should be or shouldn't be. He was denied a number of times at colleges of doing performances because of the woke left. And recently, of course, over the summer, got harassed, got attacked by Hamas lovers. Because, of course, if you didn't know, Jerry Seinfeld is Jewish. But that got all washed away. All washed away in a couple of sentences. He decided to walk it all back and bend the knee. Wow. Jerry got cuckified. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. John Nolte. Cuck Seinfeld now regrets blaming left for ruining comedy. Jerry Seinfeld is officially taking back his comments about the extreme left ruining comedy. Over the summer, Seinfeld accurately pointed out that the result of extreme left and PC crap of people worrying so much about offending other people has been the death of No Holds Barred comedy where there were no sacred cows. It used to be that you can go home at the end of the day, he complained, and most people would go, oh, Cheers is on, MASH is on, Mary Tyler Moore is on, All in the Family's on, and you just expected there would be some funny stuff and you just watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? Where is it? He added, it's gone. Disappeared by the woke Nazis and the PC brown shirts. Absolutely right. Of course he was right. That was what so much of television comedy is about sex now. Sex is one of the rare things that left that you're still allowed to talk about. Great comedy. Comedy that matters provokes, offends, shocks, and makes you a little uncomfortable. After all, it tells the truth about the world, the human condition, our culture, society. That's what Seinfeld's own Seinfeld did, as did sitcoms he listed, as did comedy legends like George Carlin, Dennis Miller, Richard Pryor, Lenny Bruce, Norm Macdonald, Eddie Murphy, Sam Kinison. All legends, all didn't give 0 about what you thought about them. Well, it's always the case when one of these cultural elites accidentally tells the truth, Seinfeld is cucking out and taking it all back. Why? In his rather dumb explanation, appeasement makes you dumb. Seinfeld is now justifying fascism by comparing comedy to skiing? Quote, if you're Lindsey Vonn and you're a champion skier, you put the gates anywhere you want on the mountain and she's going to make the gate. That's comedy. Wherever the culture is, we make the gate. If you don't make the gate, you're out of the game. The game is where the gate is. And how do I make the gate get down the hill? To get down the hill. Does culture change? Are there things that I used to say I can't because people are always moving the gate? Yes, like moving the goalposts. I'm sorry, but that's the biggest and easiest target. You can say certain words, whatever they are, about groups, so what? The accuracy of your observation has to be 100 times finer than it has to be just to be a comedian. So I don't think, as I said, that the extreme left has done anything to inhibit the art of comedy. I'm taking that back now, officially. Sorry, Jerry, but people are not going to. People are not moving the gate. Yes, the gate moves, and it always will. The gate moves when tastes change. That's happening today, and it has nothing to do with moving a gate. Rather, gates are being closed, locked, dragged off the slopes. A whole bunch of gates are no longer allowed. You can't joke about this. You can't mock that. Don't be problematic. Don't punch down. That's sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic. That's speciest. That's ableist. That's a nice career you got there. A shame if anything happened to it. Wow. All facts. A moving gate is a good thing. Taste changing is a good thing. How many take my wife please jokes are out there? Changing tastes keep comedians on their toes. No one outlawed Amos and Andy. The public just moved on. What's happening today is not that. What's happening today is cultural fascism and censorship. It's the heckler's veto closing one gate after another. Worse still, Seinfeld is defending the indefensible double standard. He's standing up for bigotry where Christians and men, especially white men, can be ridiculed, demeaned, insulted, while everyone else is off limits and protected. Listen, I'm going to be 59 years old, so I'm well aware of what it feels like to have the culture leave you behind. I'm fine with that. Such is life. This isn't life. This isn't that. Leftists are bullying comedy and comedians for only one reason: to ensure comedy is less honest and scare comedians into telling certain inconvenient truths. Seinfeld is a coward. I'm now awarding all my delegates to Ricky Gervais and Dave Chappelle. Look at the aforementioned comedians that were mentioned in the article. You know, Lenny Bruce, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison, George Carlin, Eddie Murphy. What do they all have in common? You know, they gave 0 points. They really did. Some did it, some did it, jokingly, like Eddie Murphy, and then others would just come after you and wouldn't think twice, and that would be Sam Kinison, of course, George Carlin, and most recently, Ari Spears. But when you have legends like Chappelle, Gervais, DePaulo, Burr, and I put them in the same category with the other legends in comedy, they were funny, but they did it mockingly at you, but no one would get up and storm out of the building. Now it's different. Now, if you go to a comedy event and you have somebody who shoots their mouth off and say, hey, you know what, blah, 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 transmentals, all of a sudden you got to have a couple knuckleheads clutching pearls in their rectums and clenching, screaming and yelling for you to be canceled. Go on Twitter and shoot their mouths off. That's what they do now. But these are comedians who, again, give 0 points. And Jerry saw that. Jerry saw that the last few years. Can't go to colleges, can't do my comedy thing at the colleges because you got people who are offended. I go in front of graduation commencement speeches. I say my thing, in my comedic way, and then you got to have a couple knuckleheads, say up with Palestine, down with Israel, Hamas lovers, and storm out of the building. And Jerry would roast them, and he did it most recently at an event about 3-4 weeks ago. So also now he has this epiphany. Things change. We have to adapt. Things you can say, things you can't say. We have to do these things. No, Jerry, no. That's not what comedy is. Comedy is the last bastion of saying, hey, this is how we see society, and we're going to conduct it as such, which means mocking it incessantly. That is what comedians do. So hopefully Jerry realizes that, this might have not been the best choice of words for me. That this was kind of dumb. But if he doesn't, sadly, he was labeled a cuck, and right now, it fits. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Borganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please have a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit the notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always, and we'll see you next time. Peace.